Okay, traders, to watch this video for Wednesday, November 14th. I'm actually making this about 40 minutes left in the session, but done for the day. Had a great morning in chat, and the SPY's down another day, kind of ugly. So I figured I'm not going to trade anymore and fight the market. It's been pretty choppy today, but we did a good job finding stuff to trade. Here's what we will be watching tomorrow. SLS was already on the overnight list today and no trades in it, but it topped out at 204. Yesterday's high was 208. So I like this back through 204. That might take down that 208 and maybe come up and challenge these highs. So held up pretty well, at least so far, in a pretty ugly tape. ESEA, you know what? The shippers really strong today. And I don't know, this one held up better than most maybe. Okay, now that I look at this, I almost don't even want to watch it. It looks okay. The reason I was putting it on watch was PXS, which I made a video on our results page, which I've made, by the way. I've turned it into all video explanations to give a better idea of what we do in the chat room. But just a brief summary of that. PXS, when it looked like this, I said, hey, everybody watch this one through the highs, and that's what it did. And then when it looked like this, I told everybody, hey, this has hit 290 twice. There's a big seller there. High of day above, hole number 3 above that. So we have what we call stacked catalyst, and it did that. So a really nice move there as well. So a couple nice trades in PXS today. And so that's why I was watching the other shippers. But after looking at that ESEA, it's not that pretty. So here's other stuff I'm going to be watching. Now this really isn't chart based, but TLRY. The pot stocks have been having a lot of news lately, and TLRY has earnings after the bell. So this is most of my watch list is based on, hey, watch it over this level. I'm looking for this or whatever. That's not really the case here. I just know that they're reporting after the bell, so I want to watch it tomorrow. It might be significantly higher than this. It might be down here. I don't know, right? But I'm definitely going to watch it tomorrow. It'll be the first day after earnings. We might get some really clean setups, and it's actually a pretty decent trader, to be honest with you. RGSE, man, the group in chat today called this one, I believe, on a red to green right here. I also mentioned it myself when it looked like kind of cup and handle with the high of day above, and you got a nice pop there. It's closing strong, at least, like, again, there's still 30 minutes left, but the daily does not look bad. You had this spike back here on massive volume that topped out basically at 50 cents. Today basically hit 49. You have another potential catalyst up here. So if it gets over that 50 cent area, it could squeeze. But keep in mind, it's had a big, well, relatively speaking, a big 2 or 3 day run there. DXR, very thin stock. I talked about this one. I actually made over $500 in this today, just getting long in anticipation of this breakout. And it is a whippy thin trader. Day's almost over, and it's only traded 1 million shares. So, be careful with it. But if it holds up and kind of trades above 8 for a little while, it might finally break out. I do like the chart pattern. It's just very thin. PYX, I've had on bounce watch for a few days in a row. It's kind of down into these lows from July, and it's gotten there in a hurry. No trades in it today, but it goes back on bounce watch for tomorrow. NVLN, after this big move, 3 days lower on declining volume. Pretty good setup for a turn back up tomorrow. Goldman Sachs GS, pretty ugly move from almost 235 to a low today of 202. Certainly on bounce watch for tomorrow. Couple more. DVA, man, the other day this was up over 78, and it's all the way back down to where it bottomed out in October, are pretty close to this. So anytime you get to what I call kind of a clear recent low on a chart, and you get there in a hurry, it's a good setup for a possible snapback bounce. Remember, I'll only take any of these with a proper intraday setup. And one more, PDCE, gapped up the other day and has been selling off ever since. I can't really say like it's at support. Well, it's kind of close to this last August lows, but anyway, it's gotten there in a hurry, so also a decent setup for a snapback bounce. That's all I've got. We'll see everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow in the chat room.